best way to memorize calculus formula, and it goes like this. You need to, at first you need to just remember those parenting groups, and it goes like this. Sin x will be making a group with cos x, tan x will be making a group with sec x, and then cot x will be making a group with cosec x, and the trigonometric signs that are started from C will contain one negative sign in front of it. It will make us easier to elaborate our formulas regarding calculus. So after that, the second step, you can just remember the symbol, this letter D, that means derivative. And after that, you just need to remember the cross symbol. So we are talking about the derivative of sine x. It will be like the cos will be going up, it will be like cos x, and the sine will be coming down, so it will be minus sine x at first, and you need to remember the minus sign in front of cos x, so the derivative of cos x will be minus sine x. Similarly, moving to our next grouping, we'll just keep that sec x over there and that tan x down to there. So at this point you need to remember that the sec x will be going again up and it will come again down, so the derivative of tan x will be sec square x, and the derivative of sec x will be tan x sec x. That's all. So moving to our next grouping, we just need to cross multiply over here. So the integration formula will be the cosec x will be coming up and the cot x will be coming down. So again you need to remember that this cosec x will be going again up and it will be going again down. So our integration formula for cot x will be cosec square x, and that cot x will be containing again one cosec x. So as you can see the negative sign over here, so our negative sign will be containing over here too. So the derivative of cot x will be cosec square x, and the derivative of cosec x will be minus cot x cosec x. Okay, that's all for derivative. And now moving towards the integration, I'll just keep one line over here and just draw one integration symbol over here. So now we talk about the integration of cos x sin x. Okay, so we need to like we need to like derive the integration formula for cos x, and you need to remember this whole line for integration. So now if I am talking about the integration of cos x, it will be just sin x, and if I'm talking about the integration of sin x, it will be cos x. But you need to remember over here the cos x contains one negative sign, so the integration of sin x will be minus cos x. So likewise, if I am talking about the integration of sec square x, it will be tan x, and if I am talking about the integration of tan x sec x, it will be just sec x. And if I am talking about the integration of cosec square x, it will be just cot x, and you need to remember that cot x contains one negative sign, so it will be like minus cot x. So if I'm talking about the integration of cot x cosec x, it will be just cosec x, and that will again contain the negative sign. Now we need to look at the integration values or formula for those last four terms, that means integration of tan x. So I'll just write one integration symbol over here to remember that we are doing the tan x integration. So the integration of tan x will be, just for this part you need to remember just this middle formulas that have been derived in our derivative part. So I'm seeking for the integration of tan x, it will be just log sec x. Okay, So if I am talking about the integration of 10x in terms of sec x, it will be log sec x. And if I am talking about the integration formula in terms of cos x, it will be minus log cos x. So now moving to our next formula for the integration of sec x, and it will be log sec x plus 10x. The sec x and plus 10x has derived from here. You can just remember you need to add the log of sec x plus 10x to get the integration of sec x. So now moving toward the cot x, integration of cot x will be log sine x, and if we talk in terms of cosec x, it will be minus log cosec x. Integration of cot x will be log sine x, and in terms of cosec x, it will be minus log cosec x. And lastly, the integration of cosec x will be, you just need to remember this result obtained from here, it will be log cosec x minus cot x. So this is the possible way to memorize the calculus formula.